What is going on, guys? See here with another installment of some spooky season specials, guys. Spooky Worlds is in full effect, guys. And on the screen, you guys see two more of my customizable characters. So, guys, on the right-hand side of the screen, we've got Coppola's Dracula, right? So we've got Gary Oldman's Dracula costume in the Horang character model, and on the Horang character model, and guys, Leon S. Kennedy with the Jin Kazama character model. Guys, absolutely epic, getting you guys into the correct vibes for fall, for Halloween, for Folloween, right? You guys know I celebrate this stuff all year round. We're, you know, horror community kids are just like that, right? And that's one of the communities I am a part of. So, big ups to everyone else in that community as well. But guys, that's the intersection between the fighting game community and the horror community. So guys, in any case, I think in a previous video in Tekken 8, when Tekken 8 first dropped, I said I faced a character, right? I faced a competitor with the character model of Bryan slash, right? It's the hybrid, right? Bryan slash Abraham Lincoln, right? And I did not hit the record button. So guys, we literally have like an impromptu Tekken 8 version of Abraham Lincoln's Vampire Hunter, kind of like a final boss episode. This was completely unplanned, unscripted. Guys, I'm facing username, I think it's Bronx, right? I don't really know how to pronounce his name, but I faced him before, right? And he was the one that was using the Abraham Lincoln character model, and he was so freaking dope with the character model. So guys, this is a spooky season special slash spooky worlds slash one perfect match episode, right? So guys, you guys are getting a crisp 10-minute video. It's just us going back and forth, right? And he's streaming it live, right? Possible, right? Most definitely streaming it live, right? And I am making this like an official recording, right? So you guys are probably going to see this on his channel, and you guys are probably going to see it on my YouTube channel as well, right? Wherever he's streaming from. But this is just absolutely hilarious, right? Because he's just absolutely insane. This may put a lot of people onto, like, if you guys are new to Tekken 8, this may put, you may become a Bryan fan just watching this video, right? Or you may become a Horang fan just watching this video. This may be one of those episodes where it becomes your main character choice, right? Or your secondary character choice to give a tryout into the game, right? So, at the time of recording, I am a Raijin, he's a Fujin, right? Very close in terms of like rankings, right? Obviously, I told you guys I don't really take rankings too seriously, right? After Fujin, everyone just has that unwritten rule, just play, right? It's kind of like unwritten rule, it's understanding, especially when you're not trying to compete hyper competitively, right? But you still have that moniker, that establishment of prestige in the Tekken 8 community, right? So in the fighting game community, that's kind of like the unwritten rule. But yeah, I think I'll probably aim for like, I don't know yet. We still got Castlevania to do. We got Metal Gear Solid to complete. I may want to get Resident Evil done, right? We've got a lot on the agenda. But guys, it's still September. I'm still cutting weight, right? Dieting, trying to like clean up my lifestyle, right? Clean up my health in general, right? And I've got a lot of other things on my plate as well, right? So, this was completely unexpected. It was completely organic and absolutely epic, right? An absolutely epic fighting game experience. Franz gave me a run for my money up to the final minute of gameplay, right? Up to the final second of gameplay, right? So this was just absolutely epic, right? So yeah, I put Horang with the Coppola Dracula, right? So Gary Oldman style, right? Really took it into a nostalgia-esque vibe, right? And this whole Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter thing, it just literally happened naturally, and it freaking fits so perfectly for like a one perfect match setup, right? For a slash one perfect match setup crossover, so absolutely epic. If we're looking on the screen, Francis is going in, right? Like he is just absolutely tearing me apart. With Bryan, right? It's just so good. He's so good, so good. He understands distance absolutely. It understands it so well, right? And usually, like at a very high level, what you'll see at the starting of matches is everyone moving, right? That's kind of like a known thing. If you know someone's playing seriously, right? Versus unserious players, you'll always, about 60% of the time, you'll see them, their first move will be actually either sidestep or moving backwards. They're not actually engaging in a brawl, like right off the bat, right? So it's a good way to gauge distance, right? So Francis absolutely has distance down, right? So he knew the exact amount of space necessary to get the move off and to be out of danger as well, right? To move back, right? So understanding range, right, is something that actually translates into real life as well, right? So range is a big part of martial arts, right? If you understand range, right, yeah, you're good to go, right? That's part of the deal, right? In terms of like technical understanding of martial arts, right, in real life. But in the game, it translates as well, right? It's something that you know, right? That you use often, right? So excellent translation into the gaming universe, right? Even though the moves are obviously hyper-animated. Playing a video game, but guys, it's such an epic. Look at this. Look at this. I just took a breath, right? And I was like winning 2-up. Forget it. Forget it. He is right. He's just on a comeback, right? And like he's really like 6 minutes in, right? I've got to take a breather, right? Because I don't know what to expect from my my opponents, right? So Fujin, right? Absolutely, Abraham Lincoln just going in on Dracula, right? And Dracula is kind of like the final boss, right? So absolutely epic, right? One of the final bosses, right? Like if you were to like think of like vampires, right? On the category of vampires, right? I think Akasha is kind of like up there as well, right? Right? There's like all like in terms of like lore and like competitive lore amongst the vampires, right? I'm getting super nerdy, right? Super gothic literature nerdy, right? But right, there are YouTube videos that incorporate Blade and the Anne Rice series, right? And Dracula and Underworld, right? It's really freaking dope, right? If you guys just have time to kill and you guys just want to like see something so casual, right? Especially for Halloween vibes, right? You can have you can watch the history of vampires, you can watch the history of vampire lores, literature, comics, specials, right? It's something that it's like one of those things where like I go to sleep and I just like that's like my background noise, just similar to like how Clue used to be, right? The movie Clue, right? It's kind of like the same vibes, right? It's like that's like my ASMR, right? In a sense, right? So just a complete like an aside right there, but yeah, Francis is really just giving me a run for my money, and I didn't know if I could have like dug deep in this match, right? It was really intense. It was just intensity. I didn't know if I was gonna clear those moves, right? But right here, I just sent him to the Shadow Realm, right? He's like on negative life, negative health at this point, right? So second match in on the final, second round in on the final match, right? Yeah. So now we're up to round 3, right? And of the match number 3, right? Man, this is probably like the most intense 10 minutes, right? Because we're both going at super high tempo, right? We're going at probably max tempo allowable, right? So, if this doesn't get your blood flowing, right? In terms of like watching like a gameplay short, like a gameplay movie, like an action, like comic, right? I don't know what will do it for you, right? Because this is like a lot of action, right? So, right? So 2-1. Right, he does make a comeback, right? And, right? See, that's what I was talking about with the distance, right? He knew when to move back. He had my number in terms of like my combo, right? I think I overuse certain combos. I've gotta add like 1 or 2 little minute moves, right? That I've been avoiding, right? The other core rank players have been like kind of putting me in my place with one of the combo strings that I've been avoiding, right? And they always do it, and they repeat it, and repeat it, and repeat it. Do this move, right? They get annoyed by not seeing the move being done on my end of the screen as well, right? So that's in the Bryan community, right? That's those private Bryan communities. But guys, we're coming on the end of this video, guys. By the hair on my chinny chin, we finished off with a win. Guys, peace, love, all the blessings to you and yours, Francis. Absolutely epic. Guys, peace, love, all the blessings to you and yours. Happy early Halloween. Guys, cheers. Sid, out.